Hills, welcome back to the War Room with Dr. Hammer. Before we get started, please go check out Eldon M's Psychotechnics radio show, KXLU Radio. There's a link in the description. He recently had a playlist featured 6 Sour LTD tracks playing live on terrestrial radio in Los Angeles. It's an honor. Thank you, Eldon. Much appreciated. Appreciate the support and the exposure. Psychotechnics. That's from Eldon M. From the legendary Allegory Chapel LTD. One of my favorite noise outfits of all time. Check it out. Here to talk about the invisible rainbow. We are living in a world where information does not increase knowledge nor open eyes. The cultural barriers are too great. Society has been in denial for too long, and yet it is impossible to continue on the present path any longer. Decisions are being made to intensify the global microwave rain. Before 2020, from a steady drizzle to a downpour. Instead of cell towers every few miles, there are going to be cell towers every few houses. This is already being implemented throughout China and South Korea, and is spreading like wildfire to every city in the world. Although the new antennas are small, little boxes on top of telephone poles, they expose the population to tens or hundreds of times more radiation than the tall structures they are replacing. Dense rows of similar antennas are being sown like so much rice along the sides of highways and beneath the pavement, and the electric fields that sprout from their seeds to cover the adjacent countrysides will guide cars and trucks that are outfitted with their own antennas and driven by robots instead of human beings. These are the structures that are replacing men and women with machines within cities and along highways. It is called 5G because it is the 5th generation of wireless technology. It's gonna work out too well, but 5G will enable the creation of the Internet of Things. Not only cars, trucks, and home appliances, but virtually everything we buy is being outfitted with antennas and microchips in order to be connected to the wireless cloud that will take over the business of the world from human beings. Cars will drive themselves. Milk cartons will instruct refrigerators to order milk, and your baby's diaper will tell your phone when it needs to be changed. By some estimates, as many as 1 trillion antennas will be soon talking to one another, outnumbering people on the earth by 100 to 1. Not just people, but all of nature is being replaced by electrical pulsations, and not just in cities and suburbs. Radio waves are replacing eagles and hawks in national parks and wilderness areas, fish and whales in the Earth's ocean, and penguins and auks in Antarctica and Greenland, where ice is melting into electric fog. 4 billion people, you see, still have little or no access to the internet, and the remedy for that deficiency is now at hand via balloons, drones, and satellites from space. Humankind is now willing and able to finally fulfill the original promise of the telegraph, put into words for the first time in a century and a half ago. Space and time are poised to be thoroughly annihilated. That promise, however, is the ultimate Trojan horse, containing within it an unsuspected threat, the annihilation or severe impoverishment of life itself. Unsuspected that it is, by those who cannot yet see what is happening, those of us with EHS who remember the beginning of satellite phones service foresee catastrophe. Between 2001 and now, our skies have not essentially changed. The number of satellites in low orbit has gradually increased, but Iridium and Globalstar are still the only providers of satellite phones, and the amount of data raining on us from all space is dominated by those two fleets. That is, however, poised to change in a grand way. In 2017, we had a total of some 1,100 functioning artificial satellites of all types circling Earth. By the end of 2019, the number had already doubled. And that's from The Invisible Rainbow. This author. Arthur Firstenberg. I just wanted to spread the awareness for a moment and urge people to think about what the effects and ramifications of this wireless technology have on us all. I sometimes wonder if in the future, once you see the effects, once you see the rates of cancer spreading and the deaths from this wireless technology, that people look back and think about how foolish we were to integrate these things so quickly into our lives. It seems like most areas we're swimming in a radioactive soup of electromagnetic energy we can't even see. We're inundated by electromagnetic pulses, frequencies, EMFs, and no studies really have studied the long-term effects of this. So it just shows we're living in a giant experiment. But there's things you can do to protect yourself. Stay grounded. When you're sleeping, turn your phone on airplane mode. Use an Ethernet connection instead of Wi-Fi. Turn off your Wi-Fi at night. Go out in nature, away from Wi-Fi, cell phone towers, as much as possible. But it's getting to the point where cell phone towers are being installed everywhere, just like the book said. So think twice. Do the benefits outweigh the risks? Do you even know what the risks are? And like I said, check out Psychotechnics, hosted by Eldon M. Great radio show. There's still good music being broadcasted, not just crap. That's all consciousness is, just tuning in to the right frequencies, tuning into the higher minded frequencies. Most of the music they play on a lot of radio stations, in my opinion, are just crap. Low vibrational music. So Eldon curates a good mixture. You never know what to expect. So like I said, you got 6 sideward tracks, some German techno, some house music, It's hard to tell what he's gonna play. That's what makes it exciting. And it's all underground music. So give Sir Eldon M some support. And that's all for now. The Psy War continues.